Good morning. I've been investigating your situation and I believe I've found the problem. It appears that the compiler or some other environment situation in the computer does not like the space in your user account name. This confuses the computer. Rather than fix that as is, we will just be mercenary about it right now. I'm at a command window here so that you can see what I'm doing. I have put the input file, which we are calling hemite.txt, on the desktop. This file is on the desktop. In my compiler, when I save my source code, I will be sure to also save it to the desktop. This will allow us to work around this problem. I believe I can have a better solution for this sort of thing, but we need to get the job done. So make sure that your source code is saved to the desktop as well. I've made some modifications to your program. Because I sometimes use other compilers, I want to be able to change the floating point type easily between 1 or 2 for silverfrost and 4 and 8 for gfortran. So there's going to be a variable called L, lowercase l, and in your case I'm going to set that equal to 1 at the moment, which is 32-bit floating point. I'm going to use that module. Now I put in some other things because I was exploring. I wanted to find out, as the program was running, where it's being run from. That's where I decided I should put it in the desktop. Initially, I'm using a fortran statement called inquire to see if the file that I'm looking for actually exists or not. I was very surprised to find that it did not exist, even though it was obviously there on the desktop. It was because that space in the file name was causing confusion. If the executable is on the desktop and the data file is on the desktop, then it'll be able to find it. Other than that, everything is pretty much exactly as you had sent it to me. There is one little thing that was in error. That minus sign was missing, so the loop was not being counted correctly. What happens after we have fixed this? Save as. Note we're going to put it on the desktop. This is V2 version 2. The V refers to your name, version 2. I'll be sure to save this on the desktop. Then I had printed some things out as I was debugging, but that's no harm. You will see that it now sees that report.txt exists, hemite.txt exists, reads the data. Right before it calls the routine, I'm going to print out the arrays B. I'm going to see what ZV and B are. This is just to make sure that everything is working correctly. Now I'll run GNU plot. I have to go to the File menu to change directory. Everything that I've written out to files is on the desktop. I'll plot the output file that we have made. And obviously we have a problem here. Oh, because I'm not plotting the correct thing. That was the data file. And this is the output file. I want to double check as I did with my own work. So I'll set pi equal to the arc cosine of -1. I will plot the computed curve again and also plot sine of pi times x. And just as we had before in our hand calculation problem, what we get is that our interpolation curve is extremely similar to the actual y equals sine of pi times x. If I look with the file manager, go to desktop, report.txt has just been created, and it has the correct numbers in it. So all of your corrections were good. It's the fact that there was a space in the path to the files that was causing the confusion. This will be a temporary fix. Later on today, I'll investigate a way around the space, but for now, this should allow you to get the job done. Don't forget, the source code needs to be saved to the same directory where the input file is. In your case, that would be the desktop. This straightens out the mystery. I hope this helps, and I'll see you again soon.